Everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to go over a strategy on how to find, the best trades. Now, this is for doing it mainly with crypto, but this is not by trading. Well, if you want to be trading Bitcoin, but this is mainly if you want to look at making trades for Bitcoin, mainly Bitcoin, because Bitcoin makes up like 60%. We'll look at it, but this is looking at the total market cap and basing your trades off of just looking at the total market cap and kind of using the old strategies that I've been using for this channel to kind of see the moments to get in, looking at the total market cap and using the whole linear line method that I've been talking about. And also there's the difference of two moving averages on there too. It's what I've been talking about the last couple of videos, but using that to look at the total market cap to structure your trades, so you'll know when to enter. I look at the total market cap for me to know when all the big money is starting to come in, and you can actually see that because the total market cap is the entire crypto space, but about 60% of that it goes into Bitcoin. But we're going to look at the total market cap today. We're going to look at the strategy that I've been talking about and how to use that and find out when all the money's going into it and when all the money is leaving the market. Okay, so if you want to set it up like I have it, first we have our CM EMA trend bars, which is basically the 90.95. So if you go to your settings and you go to CM EMA trend bars, and you're going to change your settings to 90.95. That's what those two lines are. And then you also have your linear regression. And once you have that, you'll be hiding the regular candles. And then you also have your difference of two moving averages right here. Difference of two moving averages. And basically you want to change your settings to 13 and 24. And that is the settings that you use. Now basically the whole strategy here is pretty simple. You look at the hour, and I get the best results by looking at this on the hour. And if you look at this on the hour, you don't have to do this every day. You just have to look. You just have to know the direction, and you have to know. You basically have to know when the candles are crossing on the linear line. That's all you got to know. I focus on the hour, so I don't have to be looking at these candles all the time. But I'm still looking at the candles all the time. But you don't have to. You use the 90.95 to determine what the overall direction is doing, so you always stay with the trend. And once you know the overall direction, you use the linear line to follow and wait for there to be a cross. So right here, we could tell that the total market cap started right about here. The total market cap started going bullish right around November 5th. And if I go here to November 5th, 2024, I can go over to Bitcoin real quick. And we'll notice that it's pretty much the same thing. November 5th, you see the same thing. It starts to go up in the same time that the total market cap goes up. Because if you look at the dominance of Bitcoin, BTC, so if we look at the market cap right now, Bitcoin makes up about 60% of the total market cap. So 60% of the money is going into Bitcoin right now when we look at the total market cap. So the total market cap, so when you see it going up and you see it crossing up with, being bullish, you know that 60% of that money is going into Bitcoin. So every time the candles is crossing into the linear line, you know that the 60% of that money is going into Bitcoin. So that is to me, that is a good position to start. Identify the overall direction and then wait for your candle to cross the linear line like it did right here. And this is the moment when you start to see more money come into the market, and 60% of that goes into Bitcoin. So we're going to look at a couple scenarios. There's a couple, because it's pretty self-explanatory. So identify the overall direction, and whatever the overall direction is, it's going to affect the whole crypto market, and it's going to affect Bitcoin more than any of the other cryptos out there. So if I turn off the 9095 real quick, we know that the overall direction is up. So if we focus on the moment when the candle crosses the linear line, like right here, this is the moment where more money starts going into the market. So if you know the moment that more money is starting to go into the market, you know that 60% of that money is going into Bitcoin. So right here, for example, you see, now we are still in an uptrend at this point. If I turn back on the, now if I turn back on the 9095 here, but you'll notice that the candles are crossing down. So right here, so this is when money is being taken out of the markets. So most likely at this point, and we could check real quick, right about here, we got November 14th. Let's check that on Bitcoin real quick. Let's check November 14th. And if you could notice right here on November 14th, the moment it starts happening with the total market cap, is that November? Yeah, that's November 14th. The same thing happens with Bitcoin. So right about here, you see it crossing with the Bitcoin. This was at 8, I think that's 8 a.m. And then if you go to the total market cap, it happens right about 7 a.m. So you're a little bit earlier than what is shown in the Bitcoin chart. So this could actually, looking at it on the total market cap, could actually give you some pretty good earlier results because you're seeing all the money start to come in. So right about here, this was on November 13th, 2024. More money started to go into the market. So let's look at November 13th for Bitcoin. So November 13th was right about here. You see almost exactly the same thing. It happened right around 5 o'clock. And on the total, I think that's right. So yeah, you might even get maybe in an hour. You might get in about an hour early, depending on where you get in the trade. So what you want to do with this trade, now I personally focus on the hour, but you want to focus on, for bullish moments, you want to focus on for all the moments when the candle's crossing the linear line, which would be right here. We'd be looking for bullish moments. Another moment right be here is money's coming into the market. Money's coming into the market. Money's leaving the market. So I personally would only come into my trades when the candles are lined up. So 90.95 shows you that the trend is going up. So I would wait for the candle to cross on the linear line. It's up to you if you want to go against the trend. This would be going against the trend. This would be going against the trend. Money comes into the market right here. 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 So this is where it starts. So the same thing would be the same thing in a bearish scenario. So let's real quickly look at the bearish situation. You first want to identify with the 90.95 what direction it's going, and then you want to look at your linear line, and every time the candle crosses on the total market cap, that's when you would enter your trade, because if you're trading Bitcoin, it makes up 60% of the market cap. So most likely when you see it crossing on the total market cap, a lot of that money is going to go into Bitcoin. So same thing goes for when it's bearish right here. When it's bearish, you want to be focusing on when when the line's crossing down on the linear line, like money's leaving the market, money's leaving the market, money's leaving the market. Let's look for some other examples here. I want some pretty good downtrend here. I want to look for maybe to go back a while. Right here we see the 90.95 crossing down. It's bearish at this point, and you see the candle is crossing down, so this would be money leaving the market and money leaving the market. So for me, focus on the hour, identify what direction it is with the 90.95, and then look at your linear line to get in when the candles start crossing the linear line. That will show you the when money is coming in the market and when money is leaving the market. It definitely works the best if you're using this to trade Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now makes up about 60%. So anyway, if you focus on the total market cap and you use the 90.95 to identify the overall direction, and whatever that direction is, if it's green, that means the direction is going up, it's bullish. You then focus and you look at your linear line, and if you want to, I do it on the hour. If you do it on the hour, you don't have to be looking at the charts as much, but you wait for the moment when the linear lines and the candles cross, and that's when you enter the trades on the hour. The various moments you have to look on the 90.95, you have to look for red, and then you have to look for the candles crossing down on the linear line. Again, doing that on the hour chart. Doing it on the hour chart will take a lot of stress off, because if you don't, doing it scalping with a 15-minute, you could enter consolidation zones and all that. So that's why I think the hour is the perfect time frame for this method. But anyway, if you guys like the strategy, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in future videos.